Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul on Jrue Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, Dort. Williams with a clean look. Drains the three-point. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Dort misses.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Mark Daigneault. David, what did he say?
Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. Now, that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren the screen. Porzingis with the rebound. Here's White. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. White's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Williams. To the left wing. Shot clock at 5. To end the run. It's hauled in by Porzingis. We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Tatum. Brown outside. It's tipped. And Williams slams it in.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
I don't know who's going to get up for that as Porzingis skies for the dunk.
Here's Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
To the inside. Celtics passing it around. Outside Tatum. Inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
There's Williams with the three. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Out to White. And the layup's good off the glass. White's got 8 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside Williams. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Tatum gets the bucket.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And so it's Boston.
The Celtics, 18.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Here's Porzingis. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. There's a screen by Williams. Wallace with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. Back to Wallace. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Wiggins outside. No good on the three.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
7'3" is Porzingis, and he can see everywhere on the court. Trust me, everywhere. Nice zip pass there.
Outside Williams. Over in the corner, Williams. No good from outside. Celtics leading by 11. Pass to White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. White's got 10 points in the game.
And that passing ability really helps separate Tatum from so many others because the defense has to focus on his ability to score.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Thunder trailing by 13. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with it.
Here's Wallace. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Pass to Porzingis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 6 points for Porzingis.
Kristaps on the inside that time doing some damage.
Right, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
Pass to Pritchard. Rebounded by Joe. Thunder trailing by 13. On the wing, Wiggins. Oklahoma City moving it around. Joe with it. The kick out to Williams. Pick by Williams. Takes a 3. The Thunder with another miss. Celtics leading by 13. Pass to Craig. Wants to get it to Brown and does. Got it. Good job in the low post. Brown's got his first bucket in this one.
And Brown is at his best when he's attacking inside.
Here's Joe. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Now, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
To the right side. Pass to Pritchard. Down low. Cornette. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Wiggins with it. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Oklahoma City, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
So both teams making some changes here. And both free throws good for Wiggins. Celtics leading by 11. Poked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Williams, here we go. The Thunder with another miss. On offense, here are the Celtics. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Tatum a screen. Over in the corner, White. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams scanning the floor. Now here's Holmgren. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so it's the Boston Celtics. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Celtics leading by 13. Right side, White. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. It's tipped. Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Williams. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Now you could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It goes on Jason Tatum.
Boy, the quickness of that first step. Gilgeous-Alexander going from 0 to 100.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
There's Williams with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got it back down to single digits for Oklahoma City. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. The Celtics making a switch here. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Holiday with it. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Craig. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Assist goes to
Craig's got his first basket. Under trailing by 10. At the elbow, Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Holmgren. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Porzingis. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
to the floor for your Thunder, number 34, Kendrick Williams.
Now here's Brown. Back to Holiday. 5 to shoot. White with it. Williams picks him up. They grab their own miss. Outside Holiday. Back to Craig. Pass to Porzingis. It's in, and he's a very efficient. 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop down low at 7-3. Porzingis over the top.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And there it is for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 here in this quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
On the wing, Brown. Outside Holiday. Back to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Defensive foul.
Shiftiness there in Porzingis' game as welcomed the contact and then converted on top of it.
The Celtics shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
To the paint. Williams, that's good.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
To the inside. The shape. And the layup good by Brown. And the Celtics lead by 9.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
There's a screen by Williams. Fires the 3. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from outside. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. This is his second trip to the line in this one. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Celtics leading by 7. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And the Thunder with the possession here. It's Dort on the wing. Back to Wallace. Launches from deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one.
32.
Boston up.
The Celtics. 39.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Here is Williams. Pass to Holmgren. They set the pick. Dort left side. The drive by Holmgren. Back to Dort. Just 3 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said, this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Brown outside. Nifty move. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder trailing by 7. On the wing, Williams. The 3. Hands it from downtown. Dort got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Thunder. It's Brown on the wing. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. And the Thunder making a change here.
Now into the lineup for your Thunder.
That's to Holiday.
Alex Caruso.
6 to shoot. Banked in off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Well, you're kind of asking for it. Drew Holiday gets in that close. He's probably scoring.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Tatum. Into the lane, Tatum. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Holmgren.
And what I love about Tatum, he is decisive with his decision-making in terms of driving the basketball. Solid at kind of just putting his head down and creating the angle, and then the strength there to take the contact and force the foul. And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
That's to Porzingis on the left block. And Holmgren pulls it down.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Over in the corner, Dort. Off target from three-point range.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
Tatum draws the double. On the wing run. Outside Tatum. Outside Porzingis. It's stolen by Dort. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And it's blocked by Brown.
And that's what active hands on D gets you. Brown got just enough of that one.
With some arc. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To take the lead. And Boston with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Holiday. And he converts the layup.
That's the kind of player Holiday is, craving the opportunity to be the man in that situation.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Say it with me now. S-G-A. Get it done.
Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer.
White looking around. Pass to Tatum. Williams with the steal. Jumps up. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. Change for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game? Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
The kick out to Brown. Tatum a screen. Down low. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Brown. No good.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So it gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Huge free throws, bumps the lead up to 3, and now they simply have to guard against the 3-ball.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Holmgren with the steal. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It counts.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
So we see the Thunder get the win here. It was a fantastic